Imagine waking up one morning and where there was just an empty field yesterday, there's now a circus.
Just appeared.
Exactly.
Huh?
And it's not just any circus. It's completely stripped of color, only stark black and white. No big announcements, no ads, just this sign, right? Opens at nightfall, closes at dawn.
Intriguing.
You're standing there with this crowd, everyone just drawn to it. What kind of circus only operates at night? How does it just show up?
It hooks you immediately.
It really does. And that's the incredible opening of the book we're exploring today. It's a world where, the impossible feels real, and every illusion seems to hide something deeper.
A secret behind the spectacle.
Precisely. So our mission here is to kind of pull back that curtain. We want to look at the hidden magic, the stakes of this unseen competition.
And what it all means for the people dreaming inside those striped tents.
Yeah, how ambition and talent, even intense emotion, can build an entire world. And then what happens when that world is the stage for this huge, life-altering game?
A game with very high stakes.
Absolutely. Now, before we step properly into this moonlit world, we wanted to share something we've been working on. It's called Mindful Moments, and it's over on our YouTube channel.
Ah, yes.
It's where we use AI for book analysis, really designed to spark reflection, rational thought. You get these concise insights, cuts right through the noise.
Kind of like what we're doing here, helping grasp complex ideas quickly.
Exactly. So check it out. If you want some knowledge and perspective you probably won't find anywhere else.
Definitely worth a look.
Okay, so back to the circus. It arrives.
Cool.
Simply there, when yesterday it was not. That line itself is magical.
It just is. No fanfare, no setup crew, you see.
And the look of it, these huge tents, all black and white stripes, this intricate wrought iron fence all around it.
No gold, no bright colors anywhere, unless it's like a visitor's scarf.
Right. Even the ground inside, it's painted or somehow made black or white.
Right.
And that sign again opens at nightfall, closes at dawn. It pulls people in just by being mysterious.
And what's fascinating is how the book builds this whole sensory world. It's not just visual.
Oh, definitely not.
You almost smell the caramel mixing with the autumn air, that sweetness against the cold. It's about what you feel, what you taste, not just what you see.
Tell us about some of those tents. The ice garden, for instance.
Right, the ice garden. It's described as actual ice, but it doesn't seem to melt in a normal way. Marco touches it, and his fingers pass through petals like water, yet it feels real cold.
Wow.
Then there's the wishing tree. People light new candles from the flames of old wishes, like hope kindled from the past. And the cloud maze, it completely messes with your sense of direction. Beautifully disorienting.
The Hall of Mirrors.
Seamless. Not just tricky angles, it feels fundamentally different. The midnight dinners.
Ah, yes, no menu.
No menu. Just these strange, wonderful courses, meats you can't identify, hidden in sweet sauces or spice soups. It constantly challenges your perceptions.
It really does.
So the bigger picture here is creating this totally immersive atmosphere, so complete that the line between what's real and what's illusion vanishes. It asks you to believe.
Reading about it, I almost felt the cold from the ice garden, almost tasted those weird dinner courses. It's quite something for a book to do that.
It draws you in.
And some people get completely drawn in. They become the rêveurs, the dreamers.
The devotees.
These are the patrons who follow the circus everywhere. Some have money, some just get lucky or pull strings to be there. The book calls them enthusiasts, devotees, addicts.
It's a powerful description.
It says something about the circus stirs their souls, and they physically ache for it when it's gone.
And it's interesting. The book kind of makes us, the readers, feel like rivers too, doesn't it? Using all that sensory detail to pull us in.
That's a great point. It really does.
And the circus itself, it recognizes them. They wear that splash of red, usually a scarf, maybe the only color you see.
Their identifying mark?
Exactly. And sometimes they just get waved through the gates, no ticket needed, or given little gifts, cider, popcorn. The performers, they save their best stuff for the rivers. They know who truly appreciates the magic.
It turns them into more than just an audience, almost like a community.
Community bound by wonder, yeah.
But as amazing as the circus is, and as loyal as the rivers are, there's this hidden engine, isn't there? A deep rivalry driving it all.
Mm-hmm. And that brings us to the real core of the conflict. It stems from this, disagreement between two powerful rival magicians.
Prospero the Enchanter Hector Bowen and Mr. A.H.
Right. And their argument isn't simple. It's about big ideas. permanence and endurance and time. It's philosophical.
So they set up a game.
A game or a challenge, yes. Played out through their students, Celia Bowen, Hector's daughter, and Marco Alistair, Mr. A.H.'s protege.
Which makes you ask, what kind of game needs an entire unbelievably complex circus as its playing field?
And where the players themselves often don't even know all the rules or the real stakes until things get very serious.
That's quite chilling, isn't it? That they might not fully grasp what they're involved in. Does that say more about the game or about the mentors?
I think it points to the mentors playing their own game, using Celia and Marco as proxies for their philosophical bet, which kind of magic, which creation truly endures.
So let's break down their different styles. Celia first.
Okay, Celia, trained by her father, Hector. Her magic is all about physical manipulation. She can heal herself instantly.
That horrific training with her fingers.
Exactly. He sliced her fingers over and over until she could heal them all at once. Brutal, but effective in his view. She moves objects, makes books fly like birds, breaks things and reforms them. She feels how things should be, works from the inside out.
It sounds very intuitive, almost primal.
It is. It feels connected to her very being, raw, emotional.
Okay, so that's Celia. Innate talent, honed through intense physical means. What about Marco? He's the opposite.
Completely. If Celia is inside out, Marco is outside in. Precision, systems, mental calculation.
Trained by Mr. A.H. in mental manipulation.
Exactly. He uses complex systems, bindings, connections. He can make things vanish subtly, moves like a shadow through the circus. His presence is almost invisible sometimes.
So it's not just about different techniques.
No, it's a fundamental philosophical divide. You see it in their creations for the circus. Celia's tend to be organic, alive, like the ice garden changing with her mood.
Responsive.
Right. Marco's are these intricate, almost architectural marvels, like the cloud maze, perfectly calculated, subtly manipulative.
But somehow these opposing styles create the whole.
That's the beauty of it. They're distinct, sometimes even subtly clashing in their magical underpinnings, but together they form this complete, impossible, balanced world. It's a fascinating metaphor.
It really reframes the circus. Not just tents, but this living canvas of their opposing philosophies. And the circus isn't just a pretty backdrop, is it? It's the actual arena.
It is. The book calls it the venue, a festive coliseum. Their skills are constantly on display, being judged, though the judges and rules are obscure.
And the bonfire is key here.
Absolutely key. Lit on opening night, never goes out, moved intact between locations. It literally powers half the circus, supposedly. It's the magical heart.
And Celia and Marco are tied to it.
Yeah.
And each other.
Mysteriously bound. By the game, to the circus, and to each other. Their magic influences the others. The circus's fate is their fate. It reacts to them, reflects their hidden battle.
You called it a festive coliseum, which sounds fun, but for them, being bound like that, it sounds a bit like a cage, too.
A beautiful, wondrous cage, perhaps. Are they playing in it, or are they trapped by it? That's a central tension.
A powerful question.
Yeah.
And it gets even more complex because other people get drawn into this, often without knowing the full picture.
Yes, the human element weaving through the magic.
Like Isabel the fortune teller, she falls for Marco.
Deeply, and tries to help him, protect him, by weaving this charm over the circus, over the competitors. She has no idea about the real game, the true stakes.
Just acting out of love, but it has consequences for the game's balance.
Absolutely. Then you have Chandrash, the flamboyant organizer.
He brings it all together initially.
Well, he does. He's the visionary demanding this impossible transcendent experience. But he's completely unaware of the real game his star illusionists are playing. His passion is purely for the spectacle.
A stark contrast to the mentor's motives.
Totally. And then there's Tsukiko, the contortionist. She's different.
She knows more.
Much more. She's a survivor of a previous game. She understands the rules, the deadly potential outcome, better than anyone else involved, maybe even better than Celia and Marco initially.
Wow, so she's like this silent warning walking among them.
Exactly. A living reminder of the history and danger beneath the wonder. Her presence adds this layer of quiet dread.
Which raises another huge question, especially with characters like the Murray twins. How much control do any of them really have? Poppet and Widget, born the night the bonfire was lit.
Their connection is undeniable. Poppet can see the future, glimpses of it in the stars. She sees these dark red energies, warns of company.
Prophetic vision.
And Widget, her brother, he reads the past. Sees it like powdered sugar clinging to people, the events that shaped them.
But his real gift is storytelling.
Yes. The book emphasizes this. He's told, That tale will move them and drive them, and who knows what they might do because of it. That is your role, your gift. Your sister may see the future, but you yourself can shape it.
So seeing the future or reading the past doesn't mean you're locked in.
It seems not. It suggests knowledge can empower choice, not just dictate fate. They are witnesses, yes, but also potentially active shapers of the story.
Which brings us to Bailey. He starts as Jest, a kid from a nearby farm.
An outsider, completely. Initially just a curious boy, one of the Rivers drawn to the magic.
But he becomes essential.
Incredibly so. He sneaks in during the day on a dare, meets Poppet, and his connection just deepens and deepens. He feels the pull.
And eventually he's chosen.
He is chosen to carry half the circus's power, to become its new anchor, ensuring its survival. An ordinary person stepping into an extraordinary, impossible role.
It shows that anyone, even a spectator, can become vital.
It's a wonderful arc. The power of simple wonder, of connection, becoming the key to preserving the magic itself.
So we have all these threads, the game, the love stories, the prophecies, Bailey's journey. How does it all resolve? How does this decades-long game end?
Well, it's not a clean finish. Hector, Celia's father, keeps trying to interfere even after he's less than substantial, trying to force a win.
Always manipulating.
Always. And Isabel's protective charm, the one she cast out of love for Marco, it breaks. When Marco finally confesses his feelings for Celia, that raw honesty shatters the unintended binding.
And that forces Celia's hand.
It forces a realization. She sees the circus, everything they've built, everyone connected to it, and knows it can't just disappear when the game ends, which was the unspoken rule. It's too important.
So no winner takes all.
No. After all those years, it ends in a stalemate. Neither Celia nor Marco wins or loses in the traditional sense. The prize becomes the circus itself, its continued existence.
They choose preservation over victory.
Exactly. A radical shift. True power isn't dominance. It's sustaining something beautiful.
And Bailey's role becomes crucial right at the end.
He's the linchpin. He accepts the burden, the power of the circus, becoming its new anchor, linking it to the real world. He relights the bonfire with Celia's guidance.
A transfer of responsibility.
There's a promise of continuation. And Celia and Marco, they make the ultimate sacrifice, really.
Staying with the circus.
Choosing to remain bound within it, living inside its magic, unseen, so that it can continue for the Rivers, for Bailey, for everyone who needs that wonder.
It's a remarkably poignant ending. Love and sacrifice triumphing over rivalry.
Prioritizing collective magic over individual victory.
So what started as this mysterious, stark, black and white circus appearing from nowhere really unfolded into this incredibly rich story. Magic, rivalry, yes, but also deep human connections.
Unexpected connections everywhere.
I think the book really shows us that even when there are these huge unseen forces at play, maybe like this hidden competition, the things that matter most, the most powerful forces, can be love, sacrifice.
And just choosing wonder. Choosing to believe in the magic right in front of you.
Yeah. Choosing wonder over simple logic. It's a powerful message about imagination, about fate, about choice.
Definitely leaves you thinking.
It does. And if this exploration of hidden worlds in these magical games has caught your interest, just think about the secrets waiting in other books.
Mm-hmm.
For more analysis like this, remember to check out Mindful Moments over on our YouTube channel. It's great for anyone who loves to learn and think critically about compelling stories.
Helps you unpack the layers.
It really does. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Maybe share this analysis with a friend who enjoys a good mystery. And if you want to experience Le Cirque des Rêves yourself, there's a link in the description where you can find the book.
So what's the final takeaway here? I think the book leaves us pondering. If an entire world, this detailed, this real feeling, can be conjured just from imagination, ambition, and this hidden battle, what other unseen forces might be shaping our reality every single day?
That's a deep thought.
And maybe more importantly, are you paying close enough attention to the magic that might be simply there when yesterday it was not?